because of his ties to LSU, because of what he's done here. I mean, I think he would definitely, if he got the time, I think he would win at an extremely high level there, if not right away. Knowing Cliff personally, but they just see it as, hey, this guy used to be here several years ago. Now he's at East Carolina. He's yet to make it to the College World Series. So you have some of their fans who like him a lot. You have some that are skeptical, but it's going to be that way with every search. It's the same way with the Arizona coach. He's had 2 College World Series runs. He's had 2 years where they didn't even make the postseason. So there's
he's similar age to Cliff too.
Yeah,
right?
Both mid-40s, and I think Jarrett's pretty young too, I think. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just ready for it to be wrapped up one way or the other. I mean, I've worked my sources a lot. I know that ECU is trying to keep Cliff Godwin. They've had conversations with him. But I think in the end, it comes down to whether or not he gets the offer. And if he gets the offer, I just don't know if he can say no.
There you go. So that is the latest on what we know, we being Igoe, and also ECU Orbit on Instagram. Make sure you're following that account.
Yeah, that guy. So I called him out on Twitter, and then he messaged me.
So for folks that don't know, this is a reference. Stephen Igoe had a great podcast with Mike Houston, and we'll talk about some of the findings from that conversation. But indoor practice facility, you had the unfortunate news about Peyton Winstead, who will not be playing, and went over the roster. And I guess something called ECU Orbit on Instagram basically just copy and pasted your article, right?
Well, he not only did this one, but I looked through his Instagram. Every article I've written about any type of major news, he just takes the first 2 paragraphs and slaps a breaking or a trending news thing on it and just didn't credit me.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what?
So you called it out on Twitter, and then what happened?
Then he DM'd me and said, hey man, I wish you would have reached out to me personally on something. I'm like, bro, you haven't even tagged me on social media. You're ripping my stuff off.
He made you the bad guy. Oh, that's awesome. What a move. I like this guy. Or girl. Or whatever it is.
Maybe it's an alien. ECU Orbit.
Hey, look, man, if you're going to call me out for something I did, you need to come to me like a man personally.
I'm like, man, I don't even know who you are. I'm not going to DM the ECU Orbit account. You deserve to be called out.
That is hilarious.
Just plagiarizing my work.
That he went that route. That is awesome. What a move.
Yeah, but just these Instagram and Twitter pages pop up nonstop.
Yeah.
And I just don't know where they come from or what their purpose is.
Now, we repost a lot of Igoe does better than anybody covering what's going on with ECU athletics as far as writing and all that goes. And we repost it on Pirate Radio, but we provide the link.
Yeah, you
voice
provide
the colors.
link.
We don't just put by Chandler Honeycutt. Right. Although that would be funny. We should start doing that moving forward.
I mean, apparently you can do it without repercussion. This guy's just been doing it.
And then when you get upset, we can be like, hey, bro, calm down.
Why didn't you come to me first, man?
Oh, we were friends. Why are you so upset? It's hilarious. All right. So, baseball. Anything else on that note? The infield has no grass.
I was not aware of that. Is that a thing?
Corey Glore took a picture. Did you see the picture yesterday?
I did not.
Oh, did you already block him on Twitter?
I already unfollowed him. So, I mean, look at that.
I know, it is
the green
disgusting.
Wave. Come on,
what
Corey.
A jerk. Saw him last night.
He's already out here retweeting all this Tulane stuff. Come on, man.
I know. I did tell him I was kind of jealous that Ron Hunter put, welcome, Corey. And I was like, man, he'd be cool to work with.
He would be.
He seems like a fun dude. So, yeah, he took a picture of an all dirt. I don't know. What is under the grass in the infield? I guess dirt, right?
Yeah.
Just a different kind of dirt. But anyway.
I thought at first you meant the entire field had been stripped of grass.
Just the infield.
Weird look.
I've heard rumblings, Igoe, that ECU might be changing from natural to artificial.
No.
That's not true?
No, I'm saying I don't want it to happen.
Have you heard anything about that?
I have not, but I haven't investigated it. I'd be very disappointed if they did that. I mean, I get that it's a cost-cutting measure, but come on, man. There's nothing more pristine than a baseball field of natural grass. So if they do that, I'll be very disappointed. And I will write a column on it.
And ECU Orbit will have it the next day.
They will.
And I don't know. I'm sure I've been to a field with artificial turf. I'm trying to think of one. But just watching it on TV, they look so fake. Like Texas Tech looks really weird. Cincinnati's looked really strange. It just looks totally fake. I don't. Some can kind of blend in and make you look like, is that real or artificial? And some are just awful to the eye. But anyway.
I don't know, man. I just think if you're going to go that route, at what point do you stop? I mean, if you go artificial in baseball, you're probably at some point going to go artificial in football and in soccer and lacrosse or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not you're in Eastern North Carolina. You get plenty of rain. I think that.
Well, you know what? We'll worry about this if it's
if it happens. Yeah. I don't want to get on my soapbox yet.
There's no need to get upset about something that hasn't even happened yet.
You're right.
There's a lot of.
But are your rumblings coming from reliable sources, or is this just speculation?
Pretty reliable. But I am nervous that you haven't heard anything about it because you always hear stuff before I do.
Sometimes it just depends on what it is. Okay. You hang out at some pretty happening spots with a lot of people, so.
You mean Wednesday night at 8
There's a lot of ECU employees there, so.
That's true. Let's see where to go next. Mike Houston,
So here's the thing: if they go to an artificial turf field, does that give ECU the budget to start an indoor practice facility?
Well, that is actually probably the hottest topic right now on Hoist the Colors, the indoor practice facility. What were Mike Houston's most direct comments about this, Igoe?
Well, I asked what are the biggest needs from a facility and player personnel development standpoint to win consistently at ECU, and he said the one glaring weakness or need from a facility standpoint is an indoor practice facility. And he talked about,
he used the word glaring negative twice, back to back,
and he said that everybody they recruit against basically has one. When you look at it, in the state of North Carolina, the only other FBS team that does not have one is Charlotte.
And they just moved to FBS.
Yeah, they just moved to FBS. App has one. All the ACC schools have one. Coastal Carolina, which has been FBS since 2017, is building one. Liberty has the $30 million one, which they have plenty of money, but still, not sure about ODU. But all those programs in your region have one. ECU has needed one. I mean, you could go back to Steve Logan. I remember Skip Holtz talking about it. I definitely remember Ruff McNeil banging the drum for it. And it's just been ignored for too long. So it's not John Gilbert's fault. It's not the current administration's fault. It's just an ECU problem from a leadership perspective. They have ignored what was once a luxury is now a need because everybody has one for too long.
And did Mike Houston, I see a quote where he says, John Gilbert is aware or something?
Yeah, he said John Gilbert spearheading the process. But, I mean, the other thing, too, and I included in the article, you're in a tough spot right now where you've had 6 straight losing seasons on top of COVID and the financial issues. Like, you can't just sprout up an indoor facility out of nowhere. You got to have, the funds to do it. So it's, it is a drastic need, but it's also an argument of how do you have the funds to do it.
The last sentence in your article, it's a quote from Houston that says, "We need to quit wasting time and go ahead and get it done."
Yeah.
So he's gone from, I'd like to see this happen to, hey, let's go.
Well, his point was, this is something Coach McNeil wanted during his tenure, and that was a decade ago.
Yeah.
So, at some point, you got to, do it. You can't just keep talking about it. I've been talking about it forever. We've talked about it probably since Ruff McNeil's here.
All right, there's that. Let's talk. Actually, let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have more with Igoe. We'll talk uniforms. We'll have our position preview and any other news and notes that Igoe has to pass along to us regarding ECU athletics. Also, your questions and comments if you want to chime in on Facebook Live or on the Twitter machine. John Moody says the sod is going back down at the baseball stadium. John would know because he's out there. So there you go, folks. Sod going back down. Thank you for that update. Our man on the scene, John Moody. Taking time out, come back, have more for you on Pirate Radio Live after this.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Ready to travel and take a trip this summer? Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has recently added more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
You can paint these peaches purple!
Classic sports moments never get old, and neither does classic food from CPW's. CPW's classic menu is back with all of your favorites like tortellini CPW's, Cajun chicken and pasta, classic lasagna, the garbage pizza, the stromboli, calzone, Atlantic salmon, the Cajun fried shrimp wrap, and more. Start every meal off with your favorite beverage and CPW's fresh baked bread and garlic butter. CPW's, serving classics in Greenville since 1995. Stanton Square near the hospital.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone. In studio today with Natalie Edwards from AG Home Solutions and eXp Realty. Natalie, you have a unique partnership because you work in the real estate market and also work with AG Home Solutions. How does that help your clients?
So it's interesting, the trends that we're currently seeing in real estate. Inventory is so low. We're seeing a high percentage of folks who want to renovate their spaces, perhaps add a home office because now they're working from home. And so they come to us with those design ideas and we're able to help them navigate through that.
What other trends are you seeing in the marketplace right now?
Yeah, so we're definitely seeing increased needs for home office space, folks being able to do virtual learning from home. So how can we redesign that space so it's functional? We're also seeing folks that do want to take advantage of this being a seller's market, and so they want to freshen up that space and get it ready to put on the market. And so we can come in and provide them with some good guidance on things that they might want to consider before they list their property.
For real estate or remodeling, how can folks contact you?
252-947-2526 or aghomesolutions.com.
Hey Birdland, Orioles 2021 single game tickets are on sale now for all games June through September at Orioles.com/tickets. Single game options are flexible and affordable with individual tickets starting as low as $15. You can choose from popular promo dates and fan favorite giveaways, including bobbleheads, t-shirts, caps, and more. Simply select your dates and purchase tickets now at Orioles.com/tickets. That's single game tickets as low as $15. Available to all fans now at Orioles.com/tickets.
This is assistant football coach Drew Dudzik, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brownwood is your home with the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina for over 83 years. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you on Pirate Radio Live, hour 2 of today's show. Got a position preview coming up shortly, ECU quarterbacks. Stephen, new uniforms, always a huge topic, and they are right now on hoistthecolors.net because ECU put out a picture today. First of all, Pirate Equipment started making cryptic tweets.
Yeah.
I love a good cryptic tweet.
They went...
I didn't really understand what the hell they were trying to get.
They would just, posted a bunch of stuff just to post it, I feel like.
Like a gif of some, purple stars?
It was, purple, a night sky. And
yeah. And then it was some lightning.
Yeah.
I didn't really... It reminded me when Chris Jericho returned with those cryptic messages, and they had nothing to do with his return at all.
Now that we've been... leaked a couple of pictures and videos of the uniform, I don't know.
Yeah, so
if it matches.
They are not out there due to ECU officially putting them out there.
They're out there in that photo that ECU put out there. You can see the left shoulder.
Oh, you just showed me that, yeah.
You can see the left shoulder of the purple gold uniforms.
But they have been revealed due to, I guess, players?
Yeah, social media.
Posting.
There were a couple players that went Instagram Live with it. I screenshot a few. Also was sent a video anonymously of all 4 uniform combinations being unveiled, along with the black unis they already had. I am not going to post that because I know that ECU marketing wants to do something, but it is what it is. You just can't keep that stuff, especially when the players have their phones. It's impossible to keep 110 guys from taking videos.
You need to make your hype video before you do the team reveal. That way you can kind of all release it at one time.
Yeah, but they want the hype video to include the reveal.
Right.
It's almost like you got to put it out immediately.
That's what I'm saying. You shoot the end and then put it out.
Yeah, have everything else done, I guess.
Right.
Because in this day and age,
because the moment that it's over.
Yeah.
The moment it gets out.
And you said that the plan was to unveil these things to the public in July.
That's what Coach Houston told me on Tuesday. That was the original plan. As we know, things can change, but I think the goal is to create some buzz during a downtime, kind of ignite season ticket sales and that sort of stuff. July is pretty slow. There's nothing going on except position previews, and
there is something going on, Igoe.
What's that?
And you're going to possibly be a part of it depending on your child situation.
What is
Pirate Radio Trivia Tournament? 2-man edition.
2-on-2.
Wow.
2-on-2 edition.
Now, Glenn apparently is making these teams. Who do you have Igoe paired with?
I'll have to look at the sheet. I do not remember off the top of my head.
Ronnie, probably?
Yeah. That's what
I feel like it was Ronnie.
Yeah.
We'll just both bring our kids.
Yeah.
I did not consider that there were 2 new parents paired together.
We might have to find... Hey, we can get Scott Igoe.
I like it.
He low-key probably knows some stuff.
I paid him a visit yesterday.
We can get the AD at Tulane. That's the only other Woodward I know.
True. Maybe Corey can help us out with that.
Yeah. He can't do any worse than Troy.
That was tough, Jeff.
That was tough.
Tough look.
How did you do watching that? Did you get sick?
I almost vomited a few times. Sorry, Troy. The Jake Kuchmaner miss. Come on, Troy. The bald lefty that threw the no-hitter. You couldn't have gave any more hints.
No.
The Jake miss and the Skip Holtz miss were brutal.
Those were sort of tricky, but at the same time...
You just had to think.
Yeah, you just had to think a little bit. A little bit.
For sure.
A little bit. Anyway, all right, so I gave my thoughts on the uniforms earlier. Pretty basic. I like the white ones. John Moody, by the way, asking, are we going to have a tournament of champions for trivia? John was a winner. This will be kind of separate from that.
This is outside of that realm.
Yeah.
This is a summer special.
But, John, you'll definitely be back on. You are a champion.
So this is like all the Batman movies, and, there's different realms. They don't all intertwine.
This is not in the same continuity as the rest.
Like in WandaVision, one of the characters showed up, but it was... Never mind. I'm going off track here. I thought they were very basic. I like the white ones. They are white. It says East Carolina in purple numbers. Pretty basic.
Yeah.
There are some issues with the purple jerseys with the gold numbers because it gives me John Thompson era flashbacks.
Those awful Russell Athletic jerseys.
And I don't have a huge problem with them. I want to see them on the field and everything, but like you ladies, you don't like them.
Well, if they win in them, everything changes.
Yeah, just win.
Yeah.
But the gold, if you wear the gold numbers on the purple, then you can't really wear white pants because then like it doesn't go together.
Because there's no white on the uniform.
Yeah. Now, if you go all purple with the gold striped pants with the gold numbers, it's probably fine.
Are we done with gold pants?
If you go gold pants with gold numbers, I could get down with that.
I think it might be cool.
But if you, to me, when I looked at the uniform combination, I don't think you can wear the white pants with the purple.
There's
tops.
something we mentioned before the show. There's no branding stripe. The branding mark is completely gone.
Some people didn't like that. I did. I thought it was kind of cool and unique.
I was a fan
I
of
like
that.
anything unique to ECU.
And it's all over all over Minges. It's all over the concourses. Like if you're going to have it be a part of the athletics facilities, then I think you tie it in.
How much of this is just Adidas making ECU lesser and lesser of a priority as this deal goes on?
This is the new Adidas template.
I mean,
I would guess this is not. There's nothing.
I'm going to say that other Adidas schools have way cooler uniforms than ECU this year.
Well, I'm saying the Power Fives will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying this is the non-Power 5 template.
Well, Shelly Benner said we were going to be in the Elite 13 or whatever.
Well, I'm telling Shelly that was an Elite 12, and the 12 top schools that were all Power 5s all got special stuff while we didn't.
When does Adidas deal expire? Because I'm getting real fed up with just their...
Whoa.
Wow.
It just seems like it's...
Anti-3-life stripe.
I like Adidas,
three-stripe
but
life.
it feels like everything's... Like, maybe outside of the baseball uniforms has gone... Like, they can't even match gray on gray in baseball.
Steven!
Is that the issue? The pants don't match the
they
top?
can't match the gray pants. Match the gray top. I'm like, you're an apparel company, and you can't even
That
match
is the dumbest thing.
gray pants with gray shirts? What are you doing?
Dallas Cowboys have existed for 100 years and cannot match a silver helmet to silver pants.
That's... I mean...
Got a point there.
It's sad.
You got to get those Pantones right. Igoe, it was a 10-year deal with Adidas that was signed. So the Nike deal expired in mid-2016. So does that mean the Adidas deal started in mid-2016?
Yeah.
So it would go to 2026.
So we're about halfway through.
We're halfway there.
I mean, so soon you're going to have to make a decision probably in the next 3-4 years.
Yeah, I would say so.
And here is the question. Once this deal is up or ending, who does ECU make the deal with next? Do we go back to Nike?
Whoever offers the most money.
Yeah.
Do we go Under Armour? Is there a new company we don't even know about yet?
It's
I mean,
definitely
Under
not-
Armour wasn't a thing when I was growing up, I don't think. When did Under Armour,
They've kind of gotten out of the college sports game because I don't know if you remember the story about how they paid to get out of the UCLA deal.
ECU by Jordan. Would ECU fans accept that?
It would make the basketball program cooler.
All the Carolina basketball fans that love ECU football, they'd be all over
They
it.
get a ton of cool purple and gold Jordans.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look up Under Armour.
Yeah, I mean,
there could be a hot new thing by the time we get 4 years from now.
I mean, that's the thing. They did the Adidas deal because they offered them like a ton of money compared to what Nike lowballed them. So I don't blame ECU for going Adidas, but it just feels like all those promises that we were told about from the previous administration was BS. I mean, complete BS.
Now, was that the administration BSing us or Adidas BSing the administration and they accidentally BS'd us?
I think you had BSers BSing BSers. The room was literally full. It was
You would think that all that would be in the contract, though, if like you're truly an elite whatever school, that you have to get this much apparel. So I just think it was.
But they did their elite schools, and we were outside. We were the 13th theoretically.
I'm using
outside of the top 12.
This is awesome. I'm using this as a trivia question at some point. Under Armour received its first big break in 1999 when this man playing a quarterback in a movie wore Under Armour jockstrap. 1999. quarterback wore an Under Armour jockstrap?
Keanu Reeves in The Replacement.
Great guess, but
very
no.
good guess.
Wow, that was fancy, but no, that is incorrect. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx in Any Given Sunday.
He was the quarterback in that movie. Yeah.
Willie Beeman.
It did say they also did the outfits for all the replacements, though.
There you go.
There you go.
So I could see the visual in my head of the Under Armour logo on those jerseys.
They then took a big hit by becoming the outfielder fitter of the XFL. The first XFL.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah. So, but my point was that Under Armour was not much of a thing when I was growing up, and that appears to be right because it looks like it was, mid to late 90s, I guess. But anyway. All right, so, yeah, we'll see what ECU does when that Adidas deal's over. Let's take another break. We'll come back, and we'll do our position preview. We'll have like 10 minutes to talk quarterbacks.
No, there's not too many to talk about.
I know. And there was a lot of info to get out today. All right, we'll be back with more Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new Buick Encore GX 2021 and save over $3,500 or 0% for 72 months. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
0% alcohol, 0 grams of sugar, full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero, 0 alcohol, 0 compromise.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
The whole family's home. It's almost time to eat again, but you don't feel like cooking again. So close the microwave, put away that box of instant whatever, drop your spatula, pick up the phone, and get a Big Bow box delivered with 8 pieces of legendary fried chicken, fluffy buttermilk biscuits, fixins, and tea. Because no one ever said a home-cooked meal has to be cooked at home. Just tap your favorite delivery app for a Big Bow box at your front door. And it's bow time.
This is Stephen Igoe. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
You've worked hard to start your business and working even harder to make it successful. And that's why it's important to have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from Select Bank and Trust, and as the business world throws you curveballs, we're here to be responsive to your needs. Our team of local bankers can make local decisions and cares about you, the customer. Get the business services that are right for your business today with Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select, member FDIC.
I intend to see to it that any man who sails under a pirate flag or wears a pirate brand gets what he deserves.
Pirate Radio,
I think it'd be rather exciting to meet a pirate.
the voice of the pirate nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. Shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selections for ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we got a giveaway coming up in hour 3. We'll open up the booty bag, so stick around for that. Troy D will be alongside. He'll give us his score prediction for tonight. He is Mr. Little League Baseball around here. We'll also get a statement on his Pirate Radio Trivia performance from Wednesday. That is available to view on Facebook or on YouTube. Oh, man, Glenn made a cool graphic, so we got to get to our position preview. We cannot play the old theme song because YouTube will shut down the entire operation, but we can play it in reverse.
Your first but up with my team to
quarterback.
What the hell is that?
Oh my God!
Did you like that, Steven?
I was not expecting that.
Good.
You know, can we run that back?
Sure. Let's run it back one more time. This is the quarterback position preview.
Your first but up with my team to
quarterback.
I was waiting for some kind of hidden message.
I know. That was a popular thing. I remember when the internet kind of first got hot in the late 90s. Me and my friends would look at CBS Sportsline, the game tracker, and follow baseball games that way while listening to Led Zeppelin songs in reverse to see if they talked about, like, Satan.
Right.
Was that a thing for you?
I do remember growing up in high school, like, doing that stuff. Yeah. Hey, man, this song speaks about, crazy stuff.
And you would just believe anything and, like, oh, my God, did you hear that?
So-and-so is dead.
Beatles song, Paul is dead. Miss him, miss him. That wasn't a Beatles song. So, backmasking, or whatever it was called. Igoe, we are wasting time. Holton Ahlers will return as ECU's starting quarterback. And I'm going to go ahead and put that out there.
That he will.
Write it!
He is the starting quarterback for the East Carolina Pirates.
Week 1 against Appalachian State. The number we look at quite a bit with Holton Ahlers is the completion percentage. It has gone from 48 in 18 to 59 in 19, 61 in 2020.
That is positive growth.
It is. It's getting better every year. Now, this does not just mean Holton Ahlers is standing still, throwing a football to a receiver, and launching it over his head if it's an incomplete pass. He is scrambling. There are drops and sometimes inaccuracies. It also goes to play calling. So Donnie Kirkpatrick and company, everybody is responsible for this number, Igoe. Ultimately, it's Holton Ahlers. But what is the number we want to see completion percentage-wise in 2021 that would mean for a good year for Ahlers, the ECU offense, and ultimately the ECU football team?
I think at least 65%, because then you're getting the ball into your playmakers' hands as much as possible, and you got a lot of playmakers. I mean, I want to see the running backs, not to dive into a running back preview, but I just want to see them get involved more in the passing game with easy passes.
How many years in a row?
Like 100.
Yeah.
But truly, you have two weapons now at running back. When have you had a weapon at running back at ECU?
I swear, watching Red Zone, NFL every Sunday, the running back screen works almost like 70% of the time. We don't see it a lot in college football,
or just the dump off to the running back.
Yeah, with that too. Like, and you're right. I would love to see these guys get out. In fact, we'll talk about the best pass catching backs when we talk running backs next week. But yeah, that would certainly help that number rise.
Yeah,
those easier passes.
That, and you want to get Tyler Snead a lot of catches. CJ Johnson, we know, is more of a low percentage catch based on how they utilize him. So maybe less of just going deep to CJ Johnson all the time, and some more different combination routes, some more higher percentage throws. I mean, obviously Holton at times has to be more accurate, but I think too they could help him out by going with some more higher percentage throws. So like you said, it is a combination of things, but you have enough weapons now. Snead, Johnson, Omatosho, the two running backs, Calhoun, Ryan Jones, several receivers that they've brought in that are kind of ready to take that next step, that they should be able to up that completion percentage with Holton's growth in the offense.
We'll get back to this when we preview receivers, and we'll find some stats. Do they have like drops?
The SEC taught us to.
The SEC.
I'm sick of hearing about the SEC.
We got to find a stat sheet with drops on it because there was quite a few of those.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I feel like all that kind of works itself out at the end of the day. Like for every drop you have, you probably have an outstanding catch. So I mean, it's pretty much. I think completion percentage is a wash.
Okay. Touchdowns to interceptions last year, 18-9 in a shortened season. The year before, 21-10. Those touchdown numbers need to be higher, quite frankly. It also doesn't seem like Ehlers will have 4 touchdowns, and then the next week have 0.
Yeah.
Then the next week have 1. Then the next week have 4. Like, his touchdowns come in bunches rather than having 2, 3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does seem like that. I mean, you look at the SMU game and then compare and contrast that to some of the other games this year, or last season. I don't know. It's just consistency, and a lot of that has to do with the offensive line being more consistent. We saw that when Holton has time to throw, he's a very good quarterback and much more accurate, has better numbers. I mean, that SMU game, he was protected. And he played his best game, arguably, of his career in just terms of anticipating throws and that sort of stuff. So I do think 2-to-1 is a pretty good ratio. Like you said, you would like to see that number higher. Maybe, you look at some...
It is tied for 25th in the nation.
There was only 9 games.
And teams playing, less games.
So you have, 2 touchdowns a game. That's a pretty good average. If he does that over a 12-game season, that's 24 touchdowns. So you would like to see him get like 25 to 30 and then keep that number around 8 to 10 interceptions, and that would be a phenomenal year.
All right, we talk about running backs catching the ball out of the backfield, how we want to see more of that every year. Another thing we talk about every year and then every week during the football season is Holton Ehlers running the football, Stephen Igoe, and that I already saw. Was it your VIP chat this week where that came up? That is a very popular question. Will Holton Ehlers be more of a runner this year for ECU football? Not, that he's going to just take the ball direct snap and run up the middle, but have more options to run the football, make him a weapon, make defenses have to account for him as a runner. Do you think we see more of that in 2021?
I'll be surprised if we don't, because it sounds like it was an off-season emphasis to get him in better shape in terms of making him quicker in terms of his first step. Once he gets going, he's pretty fast for a big dude. At times out of the pocket, he just didn't look extremely explosive last year compared to early in his career.
But like north to south, he can go.
Yeah, north to south he can go if he gets going. I mean, we saw that in the Temple game. He took off on that huge run. We don't know what he was doing at the end when he stepped out of bounds, but it was a great run, awesome play. And Coach Houston said they kind of, I don't want to say challenge, but one of the goals was to get him to be more explosive and quicker, and it sounds like he's met that. He's down to the low 220s, which is as low as he's been since high school, so that should allow him to be more explosive, more flexible. Maybe that helps his accuracy too in terms of throwing the football a little bit better. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like now that you've had these quarterbacks behind him in the system another year, you can be a little not more risk ready as far as running him a lot. You don't want to get him hurt, but you're not as terrified to let him run a little
True. Bit. That was a big issue last year, and I guess even the year before.
It's been the last 2 years.
Yeah.
In his freshman year, he ran a ton. He he was running 18 to 20 times a game.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't throw the ball.
Yeah,
we were like, is Holton Ahlers ever going to throw the football?
So they got to find that happy medium.
Had 260 yards a game last year. Now, quarterbacks in college football, if you get sacked, it goes against your numbers. So he lost 151, technically. So that 260 is not terrible. I just feel like it needs to be more. One rushing touchdown, not enough either. He's a big fella. Let's get him in the end zone.
I think he had at least 5 apiece each of his first 2 years. Again, that 75-yard run accounted for the majority of that 260. So you want to see him do it. I just feel like ECU's offense, now that you've got the backs, you've got kind of a experienced offensive line. I mean, if you add a consistent running game from your quarterback, all of a sudden you kind of have it all. I mean, I feel like there's no weak part of the offense.
Where's this is out of left field. I saw you mention that Bailey Malovic has gained some weight. That's a positive sign. How about Henderson?
Noah Henderson.
What is his status?
He is progressing, but still not sure at this point if he is going to play this year. Coach Houston said they're putting more on him in terms of, just trying to get him back to where he could play, or I guess lift in the weight room, that sort of stuff. But, it's a case where they're still not 100% sure. I don't think they're counting on him either way. If he's able to go, then you almost have like an extra transfer in himself.
We will talk more about that when we preview the O-line. Quickly, Igoe, who is the backup quarterback week 1 when ECU takes on Appalachian State?
I think it's Mason Garcia. I don't think there's much doubt about that. I, again, asked Coach Houston about the depth behind him. He said all of them are progressing, but he basically came out and said Mason Garcia is the guy we're getting ready for when Holton Ahlers is gone. So I took that as he's the backup.
To be the heir apparent there. Ryan Stubblefield, Alex Flynn, I guess, had their moments during the offseason, the spring. Stubblefield maybe a little ahead? Or
I think if you just watch the Purple Gold game, you would probably say Stubblefield's ahead. But as far as the entire spring, I think Flynn maybe, he was ahead of Stubblefield. Okay. So I think they're still kind of in a battle there for third. I think Stubblefield has, excellent athleticism. Shorter guy, but can really spin it. I love what I saw of the spring game just in terms of his skill set. I think he could be a difference maker in time. But I think you feel really good about the quarterback room right now as a whole.
And it's just 2021, so we always have to think about transfers. And is everybody on board as far as all the names we've mentioned to be on the roster in 2020?
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
too late at this point.
Nothing has indicated that they can transfer anytime. Reed Herring transferred in the middle of the season, so when he couldn't even redshirt. So I don't know. I mean, it's and he's not even playing football anymore, I don't think. But
is Cody Keith still playing college football?
Yeah, I think he's playing over at Savannah State University College.
All right, we'll look him up. Walter Simmons, just I don't want to say project, but he's a true freshman, right?
Yeah, just true freshman that's going to learn and develop. He's not in a situation where he has to play right now, and he's probably a year or so away from really even thinking about, hey, here's where I am on the depth chart. His job is to just learn this year, probably run the scout team, pick up the offense, provide looks for the defense when they're about to face athletic quarterbacks. So he's got a valuable role in time. If he develops, he's got a chance to help out in some capacity. He's a great athlete, so we'll see what he does in the future.
Who's the Caden Norman? Who's signaling in the signs? That's also an important role.
One of the Flynn or Stubblefield, maybe.
Okay. Any other QBs on the roster?
I don't think so.
Walk-ons,
maybe
that's plenty, right there.
Unless they've added somebody.
Yeah. That is the quarterback room for ECU 2021. Igoe, if you could have any quarterback in ECU history play for ECU this year, who would you take?
Shane Carden.
Okay.
I feel like he, with the weapons around him, I think he would excel.
I'm going to go going with Garrard, Blake, Cranman. I'll go Garrard. I mean, sort of like a Holton Ahlers, big fella.
I am shocked that Troy Dreyfus will pick Jeff Blake.
Does Troy even know about 1991 ECU football? We'll talk about that in a moment. Jeff Blake, obviously, and an option there for ECU. Athletic quarterback. He could run. He could run that little option.
It would be exhilarating to watch Jeff Blake in this day and age of college football.
Blake and Keaton Mitchell on that option.
Man. I'm going off the beaten path and going Rio Johnson.
Oh, my God.
Hey, he beat out Shane Carden.
He did. He's your better quarterback.
He beat out your guy.
He's got a lot of guts.
James Pinckney would be fun to watch in this offense.
That's a legit.
Yeah, legit.
Like James Pinckney, I would love to
with
see
a good
him
football team.
With a he the bruised and battered warrior. We talked to him last year. It was pretty cool. Igoe, thanks for hanging out. We are out of time. Check out Hoist the Colors for all your uniform, indoor practice facility, Cliff Godwin. A lot of discussions going on right now.
A lot of good stuff. Seeing that,
especially for this time of the year.
It's
right?
June 24th, and we got the message board humming, which is usually a concern in June and July, but. Tons of recruiting. We didn't even touch on that. They've had 5 commitments in the past week.
Any quarterbacks? Play us out, Chandler.
Probably not, unless there's just a can't miss guy. I think you got 4 freshmen right now behind Holton, so you can kind of afford to not take a quarterback unless somebody just blows you away.
Good stuff, Steven. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me.
We'll talk to you next week. We'll take a timeout, come back. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live on the way. Troy D will be here, and we'll make you a winner. Open up the booty bag. It's all ahead. We're back after this.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at grifolsplasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
Jersey Mike's crew doesn't just walk right in and make a sub. We're there early, slicing veggies, baking bread, grilling bacon. Then we walk right in and make a sub, because freshly prepared ingredients make a sub above. The only way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's, because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
A car wash experience like no other is here at the new Tommy's Express. You'll enjoy a gentle belt conveyor ride through our bright, inviting wash as luscious foams and soft cloths treat your car like new. After a final rinse, wax, and blow dry for a beautiful spot-free shine in just about 3 minutes, help yourself to our free vacuums and mat washers. We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is East Carolina head football coach Mike Houston, and I'm proud to announce that our ladies clinic is back this summer on July the 30th. This evening will provide a behind-the-scenes look at ECU football and a chance to meet the players, coaches, and their families. The evening will end with an entertaining dinner and social. Sign up today at MikeHoustonFootballCampsLLC.com. We look forward to seeing you there. Go Pirates!
At Tiebreakers, we admit we have a bit of a problem. People love our wings so much that they're starting to sell their home TVs just so they can watch all the sporting events here at Tiebreakers. Seriously, we're glad you love our hand-breaded, hand-cut boneless wings that much, but we really need you to go home at the end of the night. It's okay, we'll be here tomorrow. And when you come back, bring a friend with you. For great food, great friends, and cold beer, we'll see you at Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers, break the chain, eat local.
At US Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to US Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Does the idea of going to your local US Cellular store make you feel a bit uncomfortable? Tired of the hassle of waiting and wearing a mask? Let Toby Williams and his outside sales team take away that worry. They will come right to your home or office and drop your phone off on the porch or at the front desk for you. Saving you time and worry is what the team at Cellular Warehouse is all about. Call Toby today at 252-799-7051 and let them help you with all of your wireless needs. Cellular Warehouse, your local US Cellular authorized agent.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you, Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. Chandler's spinning the hot generic jams today on the show. Good job, DJ Chandler. Glenn Griffin here. Troy D alongside for the final hour of the program. What's up, Troy?
Hey, Clip. How are you? Nice
Fantastic.
day out there today. Low humidity.
Yeah. Like,
it was almost cool.
There's a nice breeze every now and then.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's almost one of those days we open up the doors and let some fresh air in this place.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
And close.
Coming up this hour, we'll make you a winner. Got lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers. Fantastic prize as we'll open up the booty bag. And we have some good and bad to discuss with Troy D's Wednesday. You had a...
Yeah, it was up and down.
Yeah, we talked like about...
It's kind of a yo-yo day.
Quarterbacks threw a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
You also had one picked off.
That's true.
Strip sack.
Might have been a pick 6.
But, so up and down day. We'll talk about the good and the bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
And we'll talk Cliff Godwin. Uniforms.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking earlier. You know that's one of my favorite topics.
Have you seen the uniforms?
No, I haven't today. I've been out and about, and I heard you reference that you saw some stuff online, some pictures of it. Of course, Coach Houston broke the news here on PRL about a month ago that they were breaking out some new unis, but I haven't seen them yet.
Well, we'll get Troy's take on...
You want me to look at them live, like on the air, or like look at them ahead of time and then give you...
That's fine. They're not like great pictures, so you might have to kind of we'll give it a look during the break.
All right, that's fair.
And get your thoughts.
Okay.
So we got that and a lot more coming up this Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back. It's all ahead. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new Buick Envision 2021 and save over $3,500 or 0% for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
ECU football coach, Mike Houston.
You think about like Bruce Bivens and some of those guys, this is the first time they've had the same defensive coordinator and same position coach 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
They know the system. They feel so much more comfortable going into year 2 with Blake. The offensive kids feel so much more comfortable going into year 3 with Donnie.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud. The Pirate Radio Podcast is powered by White Claw Hard Seltzer, proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Ready to travel and take a trip this summer? Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has recently added more American Airlines flights. Book today at AA.com. PGV, where the pirates fly. Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those, but anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
Here with Melissa from ENS Hemp Company. Melissa, tell us how your products and services can help people.
Well, for over 2.5 years, the team at ENS Hemp Company has been helping educate our community on the many benefits of our products. Our customers have seen great success dealing with everything from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. You can come in today and our staff can help you find the best products for your needs. You can visit us at Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue or enshempcompany.com.
Wait up. Papa John's has a new stuffed crust. Oh, we did it. All our tweets, DMs, and carrier pigeons worked. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust. Stuffed.
Hey, Pirate fans, order the new Epic Stuffed Crust one-topping pizza for only $12. And now you can have the stuffed crust as an add-on to any large hand-tossed pizza. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
University PC Care has been busier than ever repairing personal PC and Mac computers and iPhones during this pandemic, and we thank you for your support. Now, with everyone streaming and doing work from school and home, you may have discovered that your home Wi-Fi just isn't cutting it. It may be time to upgrade your home network, and University PC Care can help. To make a network assessment appointment and discover upgrade options that fit your home, go to talktowilliam.com or learn more at universitypccare.com.
The whole family's home. It's almost time to eat again, but you don't feel like cooking again. So close the microwave, put away that box of instant whatever, drop your spatula, pick up the phone, and get a Big Bow box delivered with 8 pieces of legendary fried chicken, fluffy buttermilk biscuits, fixins, and tea. Because no one ever said a home-cooked meal has to be cooked at home. Just tap your favorite delivery app for a Big Bow box at your front door. It's bow time.
Pirate Radio.
And you write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. Only 20 minutes from Greenville, the Tarboro River Bandits have the beautiful stadium, family and kid-friendly atmosphere, great food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer in the East. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroRiverBandits.com. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Vark.
All right, thank you, Chandler Honeycutt, filling in for Shirley Rhodes this week. You got about 48 minutes left today and then one more show tomorrow, Chandler.
Yep.
And you have made it through an entire week. Big Dog on the video production this week.
I just hate that Big Dog week is coming to an end.
That is sad. Yeah. Self-proclaimed by the Big Dog that this is Big Dog Week.
Big Dog Week. Why not?
Big Dog Week.
It's like Shark Week.
Yeah, it is.
Dog Week.
Every week, a couple right in mid to late June, we'll call it Big Dog Week. This could be a thing.
Yeah, we need to remember this next year.
Sure.
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not that Shirley's out week. It's Big Dog Week is in.
Yeah. Let's not talk about who's out. Let's talk about who's in.
You get my vote.
All right. Troy D alongside. And, man, we got a ton to talk about on the Bud Light ECU report.
Oh, yeah.
We got uniforms. We got baseball coaches. And but we should start with Troy D's Wednesday. Because, again, it was So it was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Wild Wednesday.
You want to start with the good or the bad?
Let's start with a good clip. You know, I'm a positive guy here.
Nobody is hotter, and I mean nobody in the world on this earth at picking Greenville Little League games than Troy Dreyfus.
I am on a hot streak, currently undefeated with my picks right now.
You are.
I'm a post-game specialist.
Now
Postseason specialist.
Last night, well, first of all, you called Remax for a sweep.
I did.
You kind of, this is almost like a parlay.
Right, I did, because I was going to say Remax is going to win the championship, but I kind of put myself out there saying not only are they going to win, they're going to win in a sweep. It's the best out of 3 series, and that's putting it out there because a lot of people don't think, rarely, these things happen like that.
You texted me last night that Remax won.
Yeah.
Well, Troy, this is the Greenville Little League City Championship. This is on sports bars. I'm watching the game as you text me.
You said you were at tiebreakers.
AJ's.
Oh, AJ's.
They had a game on at AJ McMurphy's.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and people were like into it. They know the kids' names.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty neat to see all that.
I mean, how many Little League teams have their own broadcast channel for real?
And it was, I talked to a guy out there and he said, it's kind of wild that this game is on and yet we can't get the Conley Rose game on.
Yeah, I know, right?
But I know. It's a different public school and Greenville Little League has all that fancy equipment. But so anyway, I was able to actually watch some of the game last night. Remax wins it, goes up 1-0 in the series. Game 2 tonight at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, and once again, Remax coached by Corey Scott, and you've got Host Lions coached by Chad Aldridge, another well-known family in Greenville with great baseball history in Greenville. So it is kind of a big matchup as far as the two coaches and the two well-known names in Greenville going at it. So I just feel that I've seen this Remax team do this before, and that they'll let you get a lead, and they did it last night. They'll let you get a lead, then they'll come up behind you and just sneak right up on you, and next thing you know, you're playing from behind.
You would never bet on this type of stuff, but
absolutely.
Hypothetically, if
I've got
did,
$20 riding on Remax.
Okay, have you talked to that guy today?
Yeah.
How's he feeling?
Well, I said,
how'd that feel?
I didn't think he was paying attention, so I said, "You owe me $20." He goes, "They got to win the series." I was like, "Oh, I thought I was going to get him just on one game." Yeah. If he wasn't paying attention, I was going to take it.
So this is serious business, folks. So
absolutely.
You've already called for the sweep, so you got Remax tonight,
right?
What kind of game?
And even if they don't win tonight, I still think they'll win the championship.
Yeah.
But this is going to be. I think they're going to have a huge crowd out there.
Oh yeah,
street tonight,
because you're not going to split with the Conley Rose crowd.
They had a huge. I did a doubleheader last night, Clip.
You went to both?
I did. I went to Conley Rose, and
what a zoo that was.
It was.
What time did you get there?
I got there at 6 o'clock, an hour beforehand. Okay. And there was at 6 o'clock, there was nowhere really to see if you were just a regular fan. Like it was so crowded. Now, if you've ever been to Conley, there's limited seating, so it's really I felt kind of most for the parents too. Like I felt like the limited seats that were there need to be for the parents of the players.
Yeah.
And then that got gobbled up probably at batting practice, quite honestly, from what I've heard. And then there's limited sight lines as far as you don't have that many views down third baseline, first baseline as you would at some other places, like Greenville, Elm Street, the Stalling Stadium, for instance. Where standing room only, you could have a lot more people see when it's standing room only. And there's really no outfield unless you have a truck backed up, and there's a few spots that you could back up a truck. I saw people with ladders in the outfield, standing on trucks in the outfield. It was the biggest high school crowd I've ever. It was an all-time record for D.H. Conley.
It was 1,200 plus. I saw the number.
Close to 1,300 people were there, and it was luckily, I was able to cover it from the press box with Ronnie and the Reflect. We walked around because we were going to try and be in the atmosphere, and we couldn't find a spot to see. I had to put Ronnie on my shoulders at one time just so he could see.
Well, he's a little fella.
So we're like,
I think he's smaller than your twins, actually.
So we ended up going back to the press box, which isn't huge, but listen, at least we could see, So, and it was standing room only in the press box. Both Ronnie and I had to stand in the press box.
Wow. The pictures I saw look like Walnut Creek or whatever they call it now. It looked like a concert.
It was
with the fans 8, 9, 10 rows deep.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
At one point, it goes from the fence all the way back to the wood line. It was almost, I would say, 20, 30 people deep, where the sidewalk would be. It would just completely covered it. It was almost like a mini Woodstock out there.
It was, that was great.
So that game ended pretty quick. So I went and caught the tail end of the Remax game last night at Elm Street.
A doubleheader.
Yeah.
A Troy D double dip.
A rare doubleheader in Greenville.
Double dip Wednesday. It used to be Jeff Charles. Now it's Troy D.
Yeah.
So yeah, you called them both. We don't need to mention that JH Rose won 5-0 over DH Conley.
They did. Congratulations to the Rampants.
The legendary RV still doing it, Troy.
He is. I mean, what a legend. And of course, don't discount the fact Marvin Jarman in the dugout too.
Yeah,
doing Marvin Jarman things. So no, look, Rose. They pit
that Bonds kid.
Vikings just couldn't get their bats going for whatever reason. But man, they Rose played lights out. Credit to the Rampants. They, now this, someone's telling me this would have been 2 out of 3 if it wasn't for COVID. That would have been a heck of a series to see this go 2 out of 3.
Oh, so like the Eastern final.
Right, would be 2 out of 3.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Now as a Conley Viking guy, I have something to complain about.
Yeah. See,
we would have won the series.
If it wasn't for COVID, you probably would have come back and won 2.
There you go. Yeah. That's what I'll be using all year long when Rose people talk to me.
But, man, exciting. It was a great atmosphere, though.
Yeah, there, fantastic. And once again, Remax going for the city championship tonight. And then I guess, Troy, it's on to All-Stars, right?
Yes. All-Star teams have been picked, and that starts next week.
There you go. Actually. So they'll get ready for that. And then we'll have Scooter and Weingarts in here at some point to talk about the Softball World Series.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the guys on the committee last night about it, and boy, this was elaborate, all the planning that's going into this. And the thing keeps changing, too. There's all the rules of whether fans can attend, whether they can attend, where they're going to set up the parking, road closures. I mean, there's a lot to discuss. So when it gets a little closer, we'll get those guys in here and definitely talk about it. But
I'd like to see a time lapse. I hope they do something like that with how they're going to reconstruct the field.
Yeah, they got to put in a new wall. They're going to tear up the outfield. And I think they've got to move the mound, too.
Sure, yeah, move it up.
Yeah, so there's a number of modifications they're going to have to make to the ballpark. And they're bringing in, they got to add some TV stands, different things like that for the ESPN cameras. There's a lot of amenities they have to add to, and the place is already nice, but they've got to add changing rooms and different things like that.
Maybe
like the umpire to go.
Maybe Jenny Finch will be here.
Perhaps.
With ESPN.
Yeah, now I'll know who she is.
Speaking of which, that was an answer yesterday on Pirate Radio Trivia.
Yeah, you could ask me that again next time. I'll probably still get it wrong.
Troy D versus Jenny Shelton, and it did not go as planned.
No,
it could be a total goat rodeo.
It was.
It was a double goat rodeo.
5-1, the final should have technically been 6-1 because I did not make a mistake during the game. I said twice ECU football regular season opponents.
Trick question, but it
was not a trick question.
But either way, I think it got me off base, and I knew Jenny playing mind tricks, doing what she does with the whole "tell us about yourself." With the whole, when I was on the East Carolina University equestrian team. I'm like,
wait, is that all you could think about during the game?
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man, the equestrian team. I've been following East Carolina for 30 years, never heard of such crap. Listen, when I was at school, I loved to snow ski. And me and my buddies, we went for spring break one year. We went out to Colorado. And we were the ECU snow ski team. We actually printed up T-shirts for this. I got to find this T-shirt because I guarantee you I still have it in my collection somewhere. This thing will be worth a mint if I can find it. But so we printed up ECU snow ski team. But there was no snow ski team. We just called ourselves that. I'm not saying Jenny didn't ride horses when she was in college. But there was no East Carolina equestrian team.
Well, it appears that it is a club sport. Now, this website looks like it was made in 1998. So I don't know at what point, if this is still a thing, but apparently it is a club sport.
This website looks like it was made when the internet was invented.
Yeah, this is old school. GeoCities, Angel Fire. Do you remember those websites you would make your own website on?
When you logged on to it, it went ding, 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 ding.
And this has...
You had to use dial-up to get into that website.
Absolutely nothing to do with you getting stomped in trivia.
I know, but that just kind of got me off kilter.
Yeah.
And then I had the brain freeze on Jake Kuchmaner.
That was tough.
I apologized to Jake about that.
Good, I hope so, yeah.
Just talked to him like a week earlier.
That's pretty bad.
The Skip one was worse. I think not remembering Skip is worse.
And I thought about it. It
makes sense.
I do like the aspect that you let us pick a category.
Mm-hmm.
So the category I picked, what I didn't realize is how easy it would be. I picked the 1991 Pirates. Well, how easy... Jenny studied the 91 Pirates with a friend the night before.
Yeah.
And actually one of the questions that she studied was which team, what did they lose? Because she had no idea about anything about the 91 Pirates. Now,
I think if I could do it over again, I heard you guys talk about this earlier. I want to go sports. I go off the board and do more entertainment or TV. I would go Brady Bunch because, man, as a kid, as a young Troy D, I watched an unbelievable amount of Brady Bunch episodes, maybe every Brady Bunch episode there is. And that's something you really can't study for. You know,
I don't know. There's a lot of Brady trivia out there, I think.
Yeah, but I think it would be harder, you know.
And I gave you guys like a 24-hour notice of the opponent's choice to give you equal footing.
True.
You won't know in the trivia tournament, I don't think.
Yeah, but if I could do it over again, I would take Brady Bunch as my topic because I love the Brady Bunch, and I just feel like I'd have a better chance of answering those.
I guess. I mean, I gave you a fastball with the three teams.
I know. Well, you said for folks that weren't listening, it was the three teams that are now ACC teams.
Currently
so I had to think about it because back then they weren't.
They were Big East.
They were all Big East teams. So I named the two, and then I said NC State because I was thinking ACC, but you said regular season, which I missed, and you missed, although you did say it. So
I didn't do anything wrong.
Clifford did not miss.
No. I didn't say he missed. I said I missed him saying regular season, and then he questioned himself, saying,
by the way, I do have it. I said it twice.
I said he did say it, but you questioned yourself live in the contest.
I did. Let's hear the question just for 1991 ECU football. Troy, East Carolina played 3 current ACC schools in the 1991 regular season. Name those schools.
The 3 ACC schools?
3 current ACC schools they played in the 1991 regular season.
Okay.
So I said it twice.
I know.
So
I didn't pick up on it.
I'm off the hook.
And I do think it's now I had to go first every time, and I do feel it's an advantage for the other person if you get it wrong. Because then, like, let's say I say 2 of the 3, and she did. Oh, that is one of them, Pittsburgh. She might not have gotten Pittsburgh if you asked her that first.
Well, that's the cons to going first.
No, correct.
Like, there's pros and cons.
Oh, I agree, but you also have a chance to get it right away.
But she goes first on the next
question, and you get.
I just thought
half
that
the
second
answer
question
too.
was a lot easier.
But you get a chance to.
Troy, you missed Jake Kuchmaner.
If she just said Jake Couchmaner, you could have said Jake Couchmaner and gotten it right. It would have been the same situation.
It wouldn't have changed. I agree. It was a bloodbath.
Have you? Did you not recognize William Pitt or Nathaniel Green?
After you said it, I did.
Like you kind of have heard
and
that somewhere.
Like the crazy thing is, I had a dream about one of those guys last night, Nathaniel Green. I was at the courthouse or something, looking at his statue. Like, why am I dreaming about
giving him the finger?
I woke up. I'm like, damn you, Clip.
We got to get you back in the box. I think it's messed with your mojo or something. We got to get you a win.
I know. So I did. After you said it, I do remember Nathaniel Green. Like it seemed. Oh yeah, that is it. But I was just. I don't know, man. I think I was just.
We need some CCTV footage where I can ask Troy questions and he doesn't know he's under the bright lights. I think he'd do better. I think you got freaked out.
I've heard of like writer's block and stuff before. That people that authors. I've almost had like that in trivia. Like I had trivia block.
You had the
information block.
You had the yips.
I did.
Yeah, you couldn't throw from second to first. You had the Chuck Noble.
Yeah,
you
I did.
Make the throw.
Everybody once in a while has a bad game. Whatever the sport is, that was a bad game for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but you know what you got to do? You just got to get back on the mound and pitch again.
There you go. And you'll have your opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get you back in the box, brother. We got to get you a win.
Or bitch again, whatever the case may be.
Hey, you'll have even more excuses next time.
But listen, at least I was able to make someone's not only day, not only month, not only year, maybe life. This will be something Jenny will be talking about to the grave.
That is true.
This is her crowning achievement in life.
She was beaming.
I probably would never talk about it to anybody else, but I would run it up with you. That's probably how I would handle it. I would never mention it outside of you.
Yeah. And I'm happy for her. This is great.
Big win for her.
This has rejuvenated her.
Where'd you get your start, Jenny? Well, I beat Troy. I bet Troy in trivia.
This is a life-changing moment.
She's going to go on to win Jeopardy. Yes, she's going to be like a multi-week champion.
Absolutely. So I take pride in trying to help other people in their careers and interns, and see them go on to success. Now we know Jenny's launching pad moment.
It's like when you graduate, like it's like life before, or when you have a kid, life before that, and life after the kid.
Yes.
This is her defining moment.
Yeah.
Everything's
Jenny seems so different. What changed?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Day I beat Troy in trivia. Set me on the right course.
All right, we got a lot of ECU news and notes to talk about, but let's take a break. Let's make somebody a winner, Chandler, and then we got tons of ECU info to get to. Let's open up the booty bag.
Uniform talk.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, how about lunch for two at Tiebreakers? Tiebreakers open every day at 11 a.m. The best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Billy Weaver was enjoying watching a game on our beautiful TV in here, Troy, and said we needed a Tiebreakers wall of TVs. If he could finance that, we could do that, right?
We'd love to have him buy a TV, and we'll start with two of them.
We do have a second one in here if he can come hang it.
Yeah,
that is true.
Hey, hey, put your money where your mouth is. Let's make this happen.
Put the muscles where the mouth is. Let's get this TV on.
Got some time.
All right, caller what, Chandler?
Let's go with caller number 9.
Caller 9 is feeling fine. 317-1250. Lunch for two at Tiebreakers. We got uniform talk, Cliff Godwin talk, and more when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
White Claw Hard Seltzer. A wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process. Made pure. Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
White Claw Hard Seltzer. Available in 5 fruit flavors, 2 grams of carbs, gluten-free, and 100 calories. Find it at whiteclaw.com. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Nothing tastes quite like it. Proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage. Please drink responsibly.
Your power's out. There's a water leak. What do you do? For these and other utility-related emergencies, you need service, and you want it fast. There are 2 things you can do to get the quickest response if you're a GUC customer. First, you can call the hotline at 1-855-767-2482 and report any utility-related emergency. That number is also on GUC.com. Or second, you can give GUC your phone number. The hotline process is quickest when their account records have your current phone number. Service you can count on. Greenville Utilities.
Hey Pirate fans, it's time to get that yard done right with the new John Deere mower from Quality Equipment. Our premium lawn care lineup is what every homeowner needs this spring. A John Deere will change the way you mow with easy-to-use attachments, effortless steering, and intuitive controls. Right now, save up to $700 on X300, X500, and X700 series mowers. Learn more at QualityEquip.com and get quality done right. Offer ends 10/29/21. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's ISIS. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet. Then come find yours at Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Hey Birdland, watch the O's take on the Toronto Blue Jays June 18th through the 20th at Oriole Park. The first 15,000 fans, 15 and over, who attend the game Friday, June 18th, will receive a Cedric Mullins t-shirt. Plus, on Sunday, June 20th, bring Dad to the ballpark and celebrate Father's Day. The first 10,000 males 18 and over who attend will receive an Orioles canvas beverage holder. Don't wait. Spend your weekend at the yard. Purchase your tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
This is Billy Weaver from WITN. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. ENS Hemp Company is the premier CBD store in the area. ENS Hemp has helped hundreds of people with joint pain, anxiety, insomnia, and more. ENS only sells the safest, purest, and most beneficial hemp products on the market. Visit them today on Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue or online at enshempcompany.com. And congratulations to Bobby Raspberry of Winterville, the winner of our Lunch for Two at Tiebreakers giveaway. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town. Also have sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Thank you, Chan Man.
Clipper had lunch today at Tiebreaker. Shout out to Mike Mullis from Fixed NC and 5-Star Virtual.
Call him first.
Call him first.
He, I got the lunch special, which is a great deal, by the way. It's like $7.50, includes your drink, iced tea for me. I went with, guess what I went with today? Something a little different off the board for me.
I'm going to say a grilled chicken salad.
That was a good guess. This is a little different. I went with the cheeseburger today.
Oh, wow.
And the hot chips.
Cheeseburger, which is a very normal meal, but you don't go
I don't eat burgers very often.
I was going to go with a wrap.
Correct. I do the chicken cheesesteak wrap almost all the time.
Yeah,
with a salad as a side.
You do eat fairly healthy.
I try to.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Yesterday was a tough day. And darn it, I deserved it.
You deserved it, bud.
Yeah. So I went off the board and had a cheat day today.
There you go.
Hot chips dipped in the honey barbecue sauce were very good. And thanks to Molly, who actually bought lunch today.
He is
Very
he's a stud.
He's a great guy.
So we had a great lunch.
Good deal. And now Bobby Raspberry will be having a lunch there. And how about that name, Troy D?
Bobby Raspberry.
Raspberry. That's an interesting one there.
Yeah.
All right, Troy D, you want to talk
relation to John Strawberry?
About Daryl?
Oh, that would have been better.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. See, this is why we got to talk it out before the show.
Yeah.
Famous New York Met, John Strawberry.
No, I was just making up a name, but you're right. Daryl Strawberry plays better.
Johnny Straws.
Yeah. I was going to insert any name in melon, you know.
I know a guy named Philip Melon growing up. All right, you want to talk
Watermelon?
You want to talk uniforms?
Yes.
All right.
I love the Uni Talk.
Mike Houston was on Pirate Radio Live. This was a month or so ago.
About a month ago.
Said that we will be having new uniforms for the upcoming football season, a new purple and a new white.
Yep.
They will keep the old blacks in rotation.
Yeah, so I guess those still say, do they say East Carolina or ECU?
Probably ECU.
Yeah.
But Troy, we now ECU officially has not released pictures, photos, videos of this yet.
No.
They are planning to do so in July, according to what Mike Houston told Stephen Igoe. That may get expedited a little bit.
It looks like they released it to the team first, which is cool, but the team players, no one told them to keep it under wraps. They're taking pictures and videos, and those pictures and videos are circulating online now. You can't keep anything a secret nowadays.
Right.
Unless you say cell phones at the door.
Yeah, put them in a bucket or something.
Yeah, that's the only way you could keep, I think, without it getting on the internet. As long as someone's got a cell phone, which is a recording device for pictures and or video, it's going to get out.
And
this is not national security we're dealing with here. This is a uniform talk. Get it out. Who cares?
Well, you spoke of Instagram, I think. During football season, if you want to find out what the team vibe is the day of the game, if you go on to Instagram, there's probably 10 football players that have just their phone set up in the locker room just on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
And so
if I was a coach, I would not condone that.
Not at
all. No,
and I don't know if they know what's going on, quite honestly.
Well, I'm kind of saying that it's an issue, and I think that's kind of how things slip out.
Yeah.
Troy D, the black uniforms do say ECU. I put up a picture of those. So these new ones, as we're saying, kind of being leaked out by players who are in the building when they were released. And ECU has released, the official football account has released a reaction shot to the players seeing the uniforms.
From the perspective of the uniform.
And as Glenn pointed out, you can actually see part of the uniform in that shot.
There's somebody in the crowd that has one of the jerseys on.
Coach Houston did say it was going to say East Carolina, which it does.
And that is correct.
Which I thought was a great move.
So we see the purple here, Troy D. Not a great view
of it.
This
is not an official release here. This is someone else's. You had mentioned it's a purple jersey, gold East Carolina, and the number. You said this looks a little bit like
This is John Thompson.
John Thompson. I'll tell you why, and Glenn, you'll know why I'm saying this too. I think it's the font of the numbers.
It's the font of the number. It's in gold. It has no outline.
It's also the color.
Yeah.
Correct. It's the color. If it was like pinstriped in white, maybe it would pop a little bit.
I heard they were
outlined. Correct.
I heard there was
pinstripes would be.
There was internal
efforts.
There was internal efforts to have the pinstripe added, but that did not.
I think that would have looked good if it was outlined in a pinstripe white. But it is also the font, the way the number font is, reminds me of that early 2000s. But only on the purple.
Uniforms.
The white one looks different too. Looks a little bit. I like the white one, I think, better.
I definitely do. It's very clean.
It's very basic. But you know what? I'm okay with basic.
And there's no outline on that. So there's no white on the purple jersey. There's no gold on the white jersey.
Right.
It's just white and purple on the whites. It is.
Now, the East Carolina is large. Sometimes I think they could print it too small. You can see it.
Stretch it across the...
It looks size appropriate to me.
Yeah.
It's not too small. It's not too big. It's
they
just
remind
right.
me of... have you seen the pants? They remind me of the Skip era.
I haven't really seen the pants. If you got a picture of those,
they have like a almost a saber type shape.
It is a stripe, and it kind of curves off.
Yeah, I wonder if does it have the Adidas pattern on that stripe?
It is not.
Okay, because the old pants did. Remember?
You're talking about the markings.
Yeah.
We mentioned that the brand
marketing
away from that is totally gone.
The Adidas brand marketing.
Yeah, totally gone.
Which I don't know if they're getting away from it completely, because didn't they just do a wrap like around Minji's?
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
And actually, I kind of like it.
It's on the court at Minji's.
I've seen ties with it, belts with it.
I like it because it's unique to us. It's our thing.
Correct.
It's not copying.
The problem is if ECU changes from Adidas, that's going to be an issue.
Yeah, all that's gone.
Because Adidas, I think, owns those marks.
And we did talk about the contract. We looked it up when Igoe was here, Troy. It was a 10-year deal signed in mid-2016.
Yeah.
So, still got a ways to go on it.
Yeah.
And no need to really, focus on anything. But I am curious what it's going to be like.
I mean, who knows what it's going to be like next year, much less 5 years from now. So
it could be a whole new company. Could be
absolutely
university sportswear.
And these shoe companies may say, "Look, we're not going to give you the money we used to. We'll give you some shoes, and that's it." I mean, you never know what the negotiations are going to be like back then. I mean, in the future.
Troy, you're a fashion guy. Yeah, nice shirt on today.
Thank you.
I like that.
From the Peter Millar collection.
What is your? What do you think?
I like it.
I'll go Mark Lindsay. Give me a letter grade on this.
I'll give it a solid B plus. It's not. Let me just say B. I'll give it a B. It's not an A worthy, and it's not C. I say a B. It's a good, decent jersey.
I got to be honest. I was a little surprised at the player reaction because they are so basic, which I like basic. I don't need a lot of hype and stuff on the jersey.
A little Penn State-ish,
Yeah.
Or it's simple.
And but hey.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I would have liked a little reference to the Peach Bowl era. I'd have liked some Peach Bowl stripes.
Maybe they'll have a throwback jersey.
Yeah.
But we probably don't have the budget for that. But be a great idea. What grade do you give it, Cliff?
The whites, I'll give it certainly a B plus, and the we'll go C.
Yeah,
with the purple.
I guess if you're going to break it out that way, I'm going to have to.
I do like the whites. I think they look good.
Yeah, and the only reason I don't like the purple is because the purple and gold without something breaking it up just doesn't look right as good to me.
It's that tinge of John Thompson. Like if
that does stick with me.
If the letters were white, it would totally break that.
Yeah,
that connotation wouldn't be
correct. I agree. Even if they just did that,
I'll try to.
And there is a purple jersey where East Carolina's big in white lettering
and with a gold shadow
behind it.
The
Garrard era, Russell Athletics that preceded the bad John Thompson era.
It took me a while, but I found the Thompson era jerseys. I'm trying to find them.
I think if they went with white on purple, it would look cleaner than the gold.
But anyway, so there's your jersey talk for the day. All right, Troy D. Cliff Godwin.
No changes with the helmets, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, they look the same.
Yeah.
Cliff Godwin is the head baseball coach at East Carolina. He remains that, but LSU having a coaching search right now, trying to bring in a new baseball coach, and it still appears that Cliff Godwin is a candidate for that job.
Saw Cliff last night at the Conley Rose game. He was out there. So I will say this: if he, had no interest in coming back to East Carolina, he wouldn't still be recruiting as hard as he is. So he is currently recruiting. He is currently working every day for East Carolina. He's not phoning it in.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that things couldn't develop. I talked to Brian Bailey earlier today. Brian went up and, of course, harassed him and tried to get, I knew what he was going to get, which is exactly what he got. Cliff's not going to talk about it. I've already tried and I got the same reaction. I just didn't put it out there. But you have to ask, and I'm not beating up Bailey. I mean, he's got to do his job too. And Cliff's not going to talk. He's never talked about it. He didn't talk about it before when Alabama came calling. He didn't talk about it. Who was the other team that wanted him?
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State. He didn't talk about it. So he's definitely not going to talk about it now that LSU has interest. And honestly, in his defense, LSU hasn't said anything publicly about it. These are media reports coming out of Baton Rouge, and no one from East Carolina has said anything publicly about it.
Yeah, so, that's how these work.
I know, but I'm just saying it's not like he owes anybody an explanation at this point. He's better off not saying anything.
This is all just agents and administration meeting in hotel rooms.
Yeah,
this is what this is at
obviously, they want to talk, I think, to the Vanderbilt coach or somebody that's in the World Series, College World Series right now.
And the Jay Johnson guy was in the World Series.
Yeah,
Arizona.
So I think there's some other guys they're talking to. If Cliff was their absolute number one choice, they would already. And I'm not saying that he can't be their choice, but I'm saying if he was their number one choice, they would have already extended the offer.
Cliff brought up a point earlier.
He's still on the table, and he's maybe a backup choice at this point because if they're talking to other guys, or they talk to other guys and realize they don't like those other guys, maybe Cliff becomes a number one choice. Mm-hmm. Which could happen too, but so it's not all done yet.
Cliff was saying, our perception of Cliff is completely different than their perception of Cliff.
100%.
That they could look at his resume and say it's a little light.
Correct.
For the job there, for the level of job that is.
An LSU fan and supporter may go, we need a guy that has taken a team as a head coach to the World Series.
Well, you saw
that may be where their bar is, and quite honestly, that's realistic for them.
That might be the low bar. Like, we want a guy that's won a World Series. Yeah. He at least has to have gone to one.
Now, look, do we know that if Cliff got that job, would he take LSU to the World Series? I absolutely believe he'd be successful at LSU.
Sure. Yeah.
But their fan base, can they sell? Is it an easier sell for their fan base if they go and get a guy that's already proven it?
They really are thinking they should get anybody they want.
They feel they should be there in the World Series every year. They should be one of the top 8 teams every year. And you know what? With the amount of support they have and the amount of money and the resources and the facilities, they should be there every year.
Well, you look at their top 3 picks for coaches, it was all guys that are successful at Power 5 schools. It was Corbin, Botello, and Jay Johnson.
Yeah.
Those are guys that are not looking to leave. They're in the middle of a successful run at a successful program. They're in the College World Series. They're shooting for guys that are at their level. They're not shooting to move somebody up.
My boys start Cliff Godwin baseball camp Monday. Will Cliff be there Monday?
Yes. I'll say yes.
I'll say yes, and I'll say he will issue no comment about that all week, and we will just have.
And I'm not even going to ask him if I see him Monday.
Which, by the way, my answer has changed about 4 times now. I was like, oh, he's definitely not going. I was like, well, looks like he's gone.
At this point, I just need to make sure that baseball camp continues. If he's gone, that's fine, but the camp better stay.
The camp will go on.
Yeah. These boys are looking forward to it. So.
All right, so there is the Cliff Godwin news on our Bud Light ECU report. Troy, I pulled up the old Thompson era jerseys. Those are ugly. Don't like those. And
but you know what's funny? As I look at that, the numbers are outlined in white. But as I look at the yellow on purple, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I think it needs to be white on purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the yellow and purple. You're right.
Can you believe East Carolina? I was at this game.
I was too. I don't think. Well,
And I was like a student at the time.
They came out, and I was like, "This is awful."
Yeah. What was the media talk back then?
Yeah, it was the NC State game. We were just getting drilled. We played State at the last game of the year
in Charlotte.
Came out with the highlighter jerseys and purple pants.
Oh, what a terrible
ugliest combination I've ever seen us wear.
That was the last year of the Russell Athletic deal. And then next year was Nike.
Yeah. I mean,
John Thompson left with the Russell Athletic deal.
It is that was hideous. They should have burned those, and I hope they did.
There are very few pictures of these, by the way. It was only one game, but these are tough to even Google up.
Right.
And I'm sure all the talk back then was Thompson leaving. Who's the next coach? But I don't. Do you remember talking about these in the media back then?
I remember seeing them and instantly thinking how ugly they were.
That day or previously?
No, I didn't see them till that day.
Yeah,
they kept them under wraps. They back then. And in fact, I will say this. I do remember this now because I was at this game. They came out in practice warm-ups in different jerseys. They only came out in the yellow highlighter ones at game time.
Wow.
So it was a whole extended effort.
I will say it was an absolute surprise.
And they
did keep it under wraps, and there was no social media back then, and your phone was like a flip phone back then.
Yeah. Wasn't John Thompson already fired, but he coached anyway? Am I getting that right?
I do believe he was like a lame duck coach.
I think so.
But he did finish out the season.
He finished out the season.
Yeah.
And boy,
but they did. Yeah, they came out. They were a surprise when they came out, and I remember going, "Eesh," and everybody was like, "Oh boy, this is not the event you want to break these out for."
And Thompson coached 2 games as a lame duck.
Sounds like it.
I feel like that's correct.
That sounds right.
We're gonna finish up strong.
Good guy though, nice guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
These are
when it comes
definitely
to coaches that lost here. He was one of my favorite.
These are one and dones, Troy D. I don't think we're going to see.
Ricky Stokes, super nice guy. Got to tell you. Didn't win, but fun to hang out with. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I heard he's a lot of fun. Yeah. No, I was just saying these are one and done. I don't think gold looks good on the basketball jersey. I like the gold.
I like the gold basketball.
And they have a yellow baseball.
I like the gold for Sunday on baseball.
Football just does not work.
Well, we really struggle. It's not really. Let's be honest. Our gold is yellow.
Very yellow.
It's not gold. Gold is like Notre Dame has. We don't have gold.
We say gold, but
it's
gold
yellow
because we're Pirates.
Correct. But it's yellow.
Yeah.
And those pants are yellowish orange.
Orangey. Yeah.
Which I don't like.
Those are recent. The gold
I was
pants.
never a big fan of the gold pants.
I prefer the more goldenrodish color, the one you called orange. I think that's my favorite flavor.
Like the more recent ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way more so than the highlighter-ish yellow.
So there you go, Troy D. Looking over the years, I know your favorite uniform is the Peach Bowl.
Well, and that has a classic look to it, too. It's clean. Obviously, they won at some of the highest levels ever here. And it's a great-looking jersey.
The Skip uniforms
were solid.
Were very basic, but I kind of liked them because they won a lot.
They didn't match, though.
What do you mean? The purple on purple?
The purple on purple was totally a different layout than the white jersey.
I'm not a big fan of the grapes, the all grape look.
Yeah,
the all grape didn't have any of the paneling that the white jersey had. The white jersey had the purple panels down the side.
Uniform talk, it gets people going.
I'd go
just
back.
Check hoist the colors.
I'd go back to the 91 unis. Like I would absolutely
100%.
Like stitch by stitch copy those. Like if that was on that uniform, home and away, I would absolutely make those uniforms.
And then you can have a black version of the Peach Bowl uniform, which would be flames.
Yeah, but like that to me is an awesome uniform. And if they got to put an Adidas logo on it, then put an Adidas logo on it. But make that exact uniform.
There's not even a logo on this uniform, is there? Like it says East Carolina. I don't even see like a Russell or anything.
The away said East Carolina.
No, I'm talking about the.
Those
the company.
Yeah, I don't even know who made them in '91. Yeah, we might have just been.
I think
Don Edwards.
I want to think it was Russell Athletic.
Could have been champion.
I believe it was Russell Athletic.
But man, these are classic. And
like the Peach Bowl ones there with East Carolina white and the big numbers,
stripe on the pants,
you could
three
see those,
stripes.
You could read those numbers and read East Carolina from about 3 football fields away.
This is great radio content.
I just assume everybody is at home Googling with us, looking at the same picture.
I'm trying to describe the Peach Bowl uniforms. They're phenomenal.
Let's get our last.
Making me feel good again just looking at that picture.
I know I could cheer you up with looking at Peach Bowl pictures.
Wide left is what I call that picture right there.
Let's take a time out. They wouldn't
go for it here.
They're gonna go for the tie. Crump. They wouldn't fake it here, would they, Crump? All right, let's take a time out. Come back. We'll wrap it up. More to go after this. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio perfect for some outdoor dining. Stop by AJ's on Monday for open mic, music on the patio on Tuesday, sports trivia with me, Clip Brock, on Wednesdays, and music bingo on Thursday. AJ McMurphy's, Turnberry Square at Bells Fork, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic's award-winning staff features a TPI golf specialist that offers assessments and rehab to help you get back on the course and playing your best.
This is Dr. Shondell Jones, and you deserve to live well. Call us at 364-2806 or visit kptonline.com. Go Pirates!
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by GolfKnickers.com, the world's leader in traditional golf apparel. Hosts Mark Greenhelge and Nat Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at grifolsplasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
The Tauber River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tauber River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroughRiverBandits.com.
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
This is East Carolina head football coach Mike Houston, and I'm proud to announce that our ladies clinic is back this summer on July the 30th. This evening will provide a behind-the-scenes look at ECU football and a chance to meet the players, coaches, and their families. The evening will end with an entertaining dinner and social. Sign up today at MikeHoustonFootballCampsLLC.com. We look forward to seeing you there. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
An actual pirate?
Obviously. Duh. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 for your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All righty, thank you, Chan Man. Big Dog Glenn Griffin here on Big Dog Week and Troy D here in the Pirate Radio studios. That was a fast hour of radio.
It was. I was just going to say, do we have like a couple more breaks? I was like, I feel like we've been here like 10 minutes.
It flew by. Had a lot on the Bud Light ECU report today. Talked Cliff Godwin, talked ECU football uniforms. And it does feel like a lot's going on for this time of year.
You're right.
This is usually a no-news season.
It is.
For the most part.
Yeah, it's not the case this year.
So, Troy, I guess you are heading out to Elm Street Park?
Well, Tyler has one of his last prep league games tonight. So
you're like Tom Selleck, Mr. Baseball here.
Family over anything. So I got to go see Tyler. I'm going to go see Tyler's game first. If it ends in time, then I will try and catch the
trying to wrap up the season with 4 straight wins.
Yes. I saw Scooter today at lunch too. Speaking of which, Little League.
Scooter Rogers.
Yeah.
Probably bragging about Rose and.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't. Wasn't like you would think he was.
He would if he saw me.
Yeah,
but
probably.
I guess not. Yeah. Troy, I enjoyed it, man. I'll talk to you again on Monday.
See you next week. Have a good one.
Good deal. Chan Man, one more day and Shirley seat, and we'll wrap up Big Dog Week on Friday, 3 o'clock. On Pirate Radio Live, we'll talk to the voice of the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Adam Witten will join us on the program. We will get a preview of ECU's first opponent for 2021. All right, we'll see you then, 3 o'clock on Friday. For the crew here, I'm Clip Rock. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington.